Hello there YouTube family, it's been over a month since I last published a video and I truly apologize about my absence. When I went into a buying freeze, I knew that the content on the channel would change and I was hopeful that, I would keep the output the same or maybe even a little bit better. But unfortunately, as you can tell, that hasn't happened. That doesn't mean that I didn't stop enjoying my movies, actually quite the opposite. I was able to go through most of the videos that I bought during November and December of last year. I was able to visit few video stores in the city and do some rentals. So I rented out a few movies from the Bay Street Video, which is truly a great location for movie lovers like, probably us. And if you're ever in Toronto, I would say go and check them out and check out all the other video stores that the city has to offer. I think you'll have a fun time doing that. Other than that, what else has been happening with me? Not much, just been going to the movies a lot, as you can tell. And yeah, now that the good weather is here, I feel a little bit more motivated in getting in front of the camera and doing this again. And hopefully, this is just the beginning of, a fresh streak of new videos that I'll enjoy doing and you'll be enjoying hopefully watching. But other than that, I think that I want to start off this new streak of videos with something that I should have done last year. So last year I went to my hometown in Italy to visit, and I went back to my old house and I recorded a little video of my DVD collection back home in Italy. That's where everything started. My dad actually used to collect movies, and then I guess I picked up his hobby. So yeah, it'll be fun, I guess, going through those videos and checking out the collection together. I still have to look at the raw footage, so I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I'm gonna keep myself talking, because I think I was talking through the video, but it's been so long that I can't even remember. And if not, I'll just put on some music and hopefully you can enjoy skipping through the video and see if you spot any titles that you might be interested in or some other things that maybe catch your attention. Hey guys, I'm in my hometown in Italy and today I'm visiting my old house where I grew up. There's a lot of memories in here and this is where I actually started collecting physical media and whatnot. I'm on the main floor right now, so there's a little bit of a natural light coming in. I do have my phone with a flashlight just in case, but when I go upstairs it'll be much better. There's currently no hydro or water in here, so it's a little bit rough. So let's see what we got here. So on the main floor, you can already see. So yeah, there's my first title right there. That's The Mummy Returns. That's probably the last movie that I watched before moving to Canada. This definitely doesn't belong here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna bring it upstairs where the remaining of the collection is. Jesus, it's very dusty. Here's some home recordings, I guess. I used to do a lot of that. This is where the bulk of my stuff is. So let's have a look inside. This actually belonged to my dad, so he put his Blockbuster and Jumbo Video memberships details there. So that's mostly his movies. I do have some stuff in here too, but over 90% of it, it's his stuff. So we're gonna go one by one and have a look, I guess. Let me see. Maybe I can get some ideas for rebuying some of this stuff. This used to be a lot taller when I grew up. Now this is very small, but when I grew up, this used to be super tall. And used to be very full. Now some stuff is missing, but yeah, this used to be super full. But anyways, let's start here. Here we have A Bronx Tale on VHS. I remember watching this many years ago. Probably towards the end before moving there, I got passionate, you can say, about this kind of titles. Maybe one day I'll upgrade to a Blu-ray or a DVD, but for now, it is what it is. Cat Spell. What is this? Jane Fonda and Lee Marvin. I have never seen this movie. I don't know what this movie is. Western classic. Yeah, I never really got into Westerns, so just gonna leave this one here. A League of Their Own. I remember watching that one a little bit, but I don't remember much actually. So that's definitely do a rewatch for me. I think there's also like a sequel or a remake. I'm not too sure about it, but yeah. Alive. I think this one is based on a true story, if I'm not mistaken. Let's pull it out. Yeah, based on a true story. I never watched this one. I remember my dad watching it a couple of times, but don't remember watching this at all. But yeah, I'll probably try and make a mental list of all of this and watch it all day, one day. But it's gonna take me a long time to go through all of these movies. But we'll do it. Almost an Angel. I actually rewatched this one semi-recently. I think this was on Prime. The only reason I watch it on Prime is because I remember we used to have this tape. So, yeah. Let's see. I wonder if there is a Blu-ray release of this one. Probably, I don't know, maybe there is. Maybe it's on DVD. I don't know if I ever made it to Blu-ray or definitely not 4K. Then there is American Graffiti. No need to upgrade this one. I have a different version in Canada with this one and the sequel. The artwork in this one is definitely a lot better. But yeah, hold on. The camera is doing some weird stuff. Here we go. This is probably better. April Fool's Day. I actually bought the Blu-ray of this one recently, sometime this year. I know there's also a 4K out there. It's a really good movie, actually, really fun. And yeah, you really need to watch it start to end. I think there is a cult following, to be honest. But I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, the 4K comes with its artwork. My Blu-ray is a different artwork. I think this is probably the best. Whoopsie. Clumsy Alex. Alright. Then we have the original movies for American Pie. I swear I used to have the fourth one, but I don't see it anywhere. I don't know. Gotta investigate that. I remember buying it though. Oh yeah, I see it. I guess because it's American Reunion or something like that, we put it like this. I don't know why. But yeah, we used to own the first four. I do have the DVDs for this ones in Canada, but I am planning on maybe slowly upgrading to the 4Ks. I bought like a DVD set with the entire collection, including the American Pie Presents. And I mostly bought it for the American Pie Presents, but I can definitely get those movies in better quality than the DVDs that I have here and in Canada. So yeah, I'll do that one day. Then there's Cliffhanger. I'm not gonna pull all of these ones out. Maybe I will, but I probably won't. Cliffhanger. I have never watched this movie start to finish. I've only seen clips and bits of it. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll buy the 4K for it or the Blu-ray, but that's not gonna be high in my list. And then we have Angeli and Demoni, which would be Angels and Demons. So this is what Dan Brown, I think it is. Tom Hanks, Dan Brown, yeah. I do have the Blu-ray trilogy. I never watched them, to be honest. I should probably watch them. I've had the Blu-ray for many, many years, but who knows, one day I'll pop it in. I know more or less what they talk about, but not that passionate about it, I guess. Then we have The First Bad Santa, we have Bad Boys and Mr. Bean Holidays. This looks like bootleg to me. Big Easy, that looks like a famous title, but I can't remember right now. A lot of HBO video. Big Easy, Dennis Quaid. Oh, I like Dennis Quaid. Interesting. Okay. I guess it's like a rom-com of some sort, or maybe like erotic thriller. I don't know. Let's read this. Romantic thriller. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll see it. Not high in my list. Then we have Boys in the Hood. Pretty classic movie. That one, oops, that definitely needs an upgrade on my hand. We have Broken Arrow. I remember watching Broken Arrow and liking it. So definitely gonna have to rebuy this one at some point. Buck Privates. I don't know what this is. Let me have a look. Oh, this is like, oh, maybe I do have this one. I never knew that my dad had this, or I probably forgot about it. But I do have a Blu-ray box set of all of their movies, so I wouldn't be surprised if this one is in it. And then here's a probably classic horror movie for most people, Cabin Fever. Let's take it out. I love the artwork on this DVD. Like, yeah, it's pretty solid. It was very thrilling as a kid. Yeah, Cabin Fever. I think there's some sequels, but I've never seen the sequels. One day maybe, but for now this is it. I haven't seen this in so long. I gotta rewatch this eventually. Let's see what we have. There's an entire missing row. There used to be stuff here. I probably brought it over to Canada already or something like that. Don't know why it's empty, but it is what it is. Then we have Curly Sue, classic Jim Belushi. Yeah, I think I want to buy this one day on Blu-ray or a newer format. We'll see. But for now, it's stuck here. Yeah, I think Jim Belushi has a lot of unrated gems, to be honest. I was watching a different movie called Forgetting Palermo, or The Palermo Connection. Yeah, I think he has a lot of underrated gems, but that's probably a different video of its own. Then we have Danko, known in North America as Red Heat. Pretty fun comedy, still with Jim Belushi and whatnot. I think, sorry, I'm holding this stuff weird. Yeah, this one definitely I need to upgrade one day. I don't think some of these titles are very easy to find in North America these days. I think some of these are probably out of print. Then there is Dante's Peak. We have Dark Water. This is the American version, not the original Japanese version. Let's see. Yeah. Never watched this movie. Who knows? Maybe one day. Never really into this. I'm not big into this kind of movies. Then we have Delta Force, such a classic. I'll show you this classic, I guess. Wow. Good old memories. And here we have a bunch of movies. Let's see what we have. I mean, you can already see some of it. Whoops, I'm having some trouble here. These shelves are not the best. I remember them being better. So we have Die Hard, that's the fourth one. That is actually on my Amazon cart. Maybe for Black Friday I'll buy them all. I've seen the first one of the review in 35 millimeters, and I think they're showing it again this December. So definitely a great opportunity to go watch it. Then there is Dick and Jane Operazione Furto, which in English it would be, what is it? Have Fun with Dick and Jane. I saw it semi-recently, I think on Prime or something like that. So you can definitely stream this one. But yeah, this was a very fun movie, to be honest. For what it was, very fun movie. And then this is, I think this is, The Exorcist of Emily Rose. I never watched this movie. I might watch it one day. I've only really watched the first Exorcist, but I do know that this has nothing to do with that series. I think just people probably buy it thinking it's the same thing, but not necessarily, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't know. We used to buy a lot of these movies weekly in newspaper stands. I don't think they really do this in North America, but it's pretty common in Italy and maybe in Europe, I don't know. But in Europe, in Italy for sure, where every week they would release new titles in their newsstands, and you can tell from this logo here, Panorama. They did it with VHS first, they did it with DVD. I don't know if they ever did it with Blu-rays and that kind of stuff. But I think it was weekly or maybe monthly. But it was periodical. Periodically you would get Hollywood titles for sale. So that's what we have. Then we have a bunch of Fast and Furious movies. First to fifth. To be honest, everything kind of falls down after the fifth one. The fifth one is the last good one in my opinion. Not that the other ones are not fun, but it gets a little bit too much after that. I just want to pull out the first one out real quick because, yeah, this is a top title DVD and this is a Edizioni Master. So this is very similar to the Panorama releases. Every week or every month they would have a new release, and you will go to the newsstand and just buy it from them. So the first two are this kind of releases, and then yeah, the back is pretty much the same. They just throw in the logo, but it's pretty much the same artwork. And then the rest you just regular releases. This ones you actually buy from the video stores and that kind of stuff. And then on the last row we have Easy Money, we have The Godfather and Kelly's Heroes. Just take out Easy Money. I recently started watching this guy's movies. I think there's a bunch of his movies on Prime. I think my favorite one so far is the one where he goes back to school, but I haven't watched them all, so I don't think I've watched this one. So there's probably like a lot of hidden gems that this guy has. Oh, and this is an Orion release. Very fun. Okie dokie. All right. Almost there. We have a lot going on here. There's a lot happening. And let's try this one, Kelly's Heroes, because I don't remember this movie at all. So it's a war movie with Clint Eastwood and a bunch of other people that I honestly don't know. Well, I know Donald Sutherland. Yeah, I don't know. Never watched this movie. Again, this is mostly my dad's collection, so there's a lot of stuff that I haven't watched here. Let's go here. Okay. All right. Let's start from. Yeah, let's start from here. All right. So we have the second Men in Black. I thought we used to have the DVD for this one. I guess not. But I do have the 4K for this one now. In Canada, I actually have all of them. We used to have the tape for the first one too, but as we were upgrading VHS tapes to DVDs, we got rid of some stuff in here. So we still have the tape for Men in Black somewhere. It's probably probably in a box somewhere. Then we have K9, another Jim Belushi classic. I recently got the DVDs for the trilogy. Very happy with them. Yeah, I think Jim Belushi deserves a video of its own because he honestly has a lot of fun comedies here and there. Okay, anyways. Then we got here, let me put this in focus a little bit. So we got the first two Johnny English. I did buy the Blu-rays for the trilogy not that long ago. The second one is probably my favorite one. The first one is also fun, but not as fun. And yeah, so this is actually one of the first DVDs that I bought on my own with my Sunday money. Yeah, I don't know, just a fun little comedy. This is Jack Lo Squartatore with Johnny Depp. I forget the title of this in English. Let's see, does it say on the cover here somewhere? Oh yeah, From Hell. I don't know if you can read it, but it's, let's see, just for fun. Nah, I don't think it goes in focus, but you get the gist of it. Then we have The Hitcher. This is the remake, I believe. I don't think it's the original. I definitely need to rewatch this once. It's been a long time since I watched these movies. So, yeah, can't say much about those. The Itch. This is, again, another Panorama release. Sorry, this is just Itch. Yeah, so some of them have slightly different artwork, but it's mostly the same thing with just extra fluff. Yeah, very simple. Then we have Grand-Pierre Old Man. So this one I actually have the tape in Canada as well. I was able to get a box set of the first and the second one in a thrift store. And then I ended up buying the Blu-rays for this one as well. Really fun comedy. Yeah, you just have to watch it. Ooh, this is actually a movie that I meant to rewatch for the longest time. The War of the Roses with Michael Douglas and Danny DeVito and Kathleen Turner. This is a very fun rom-com, if you can call it that. Yeah, I don't know. I know they made a new remake recently with Cumberbatch and a bunch of other actors. I've seen the trailer, I haven't seen the movie, but to be honest, I think I would prefer this one over the remake that they made. But this is just speculation, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Then we have Good Morning Vietnam, classic Robin Williams movie. I own the Blu-ray now, so no need to upgrade or anything like that. Then we got Goodfellas. That one I'll definitely need to grab the 4K one of these days, but not high in my priority list. And then we have a bootleg of Grease. I do want to upgrade this to a 4K. I think there's a 4K. I actually don't know. I have to go online and check. It would be ideal if there is a 4K of the first and the second one together, or maybe even a Blu-ray of the first two. Well, there's only two movies. But to be fair, I never watched the second one. So if I can find like a pack with the first two movies, then I'll probably buy it. Then we have the next Karate Kid with, what's his name? Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. This is the only Karate Kid movie that I own on DVD. I know there's a 4K box set with all of them. It's a little bit pricey, but maybe if it comes down on price, I'll buy it. I'll just have to monitor it. I really like the new Karate Kid, so it would be fun to have all of them on a proper format these days. I think the one with the girl is very underrated, the next Karate Kid. I really think they should have brought it back for the TV show. Kind of disappointing how they treated her, so yeah, I don't know. I guess moving on, we have Mamma Mia. This is also one of the first movies that I bought on myself. Definitely, my dad wasn't into this movie. I think there's a bunch of sequels for this one nowadays. There's like 2 or 3 more. I don't know. Oh, I remember liking this one. I might upgrade it one day, or maybe at least rewatch it on streaming or something like that. But yeah, who knows? One day. And then we have Home Alone 1, which looks like a bootleg, probably is. And Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. This is probably my favorite with Kevin McAllister. I own the Blu-rays for this too. But to be honest, I wouldn't say my favorite one is the third one, but I do enjoy the third one a lot more than most people probably do. I have it on VHS. I have no idea if that movie ever came out on DVD or Blu-ray. I would assume there's gotta be a release of it somewhere. So yeah, maybe this Christmas I'll buy the third one if I can find it. But the first 1 and 2 are great. I used to have the tapes for the first 1 and 2. I don't know, probably lost in some box. Yeah, this is fun. This is very fun. Anyways, moving on, there's a lot here. We have Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I haven't seen this movie in a long time. Probably do a rewatch of it. But yeah, very plain, panorama release, very plain, artwork and whatnot. Then we have the third Mission Impossible. I remember buying this from like a stand somewhere. Whoops, clumsy. Let's fix it up real quick. Nothing happened here. Yeah. It was weird for me watching the third one without having watching the first 2, so I was a little bit lost at the beginning. So to be honest, I didn't really appreciate it when I first watched this one, but over time the series has grown on me, and I wouldn't say I'm a big fan now, but I'm definitely a fan, and I'll be buying the 4Ks for all the Mission Impossibles one day. Just don't know when. Ooh, national treasure. I haven't seen this movie in a long time. I need to rewatch this once. I don't know if there's a 4K of it. Maybe if they do a third one, they've always been talking about making a third one. Maybe they'll do a 4K release if they make a third one of these, but yeah, classic Nicolas Cage Disney movie, pretty good. Ooh, now there is this 2 ones. This is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake. I think it's 2006 and 2009. So let's just take our time. We got the first one here, and the Downfall, and the second one, which is a prequel. I haven't seen these ones in a long time, but I remember them being good. I do know that now Arrow made a release, so I'm probably gonna buy them when they go on sale. Yeah, I'll probably buy them when they go on sale. Then we got classic Eddie Murphy in Orbit. Very underrated comedy. I know that it didn't do well when it first came out, but honestly, I think it's very fun. I don't think you can make a movie like this one these days, I'll tell you that much. Very tempted to bring this one back with me. Very tempted, actually. I do like raunchy comedies. We'll see. I saw it recently. I actually ended up renting it on demand because it's been so many years since I last watched it, and it was actually very fun. Lots and lots of laughs. I'll tell you that much. Ooh, then we got this hidden gem. Well, I don't know how hidden it is. It's called Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman, Rene Russo, and Morgan Freeman. Basically about a virus related to the monkey or something like that. It's been many years since I last watched it. I think we used to have it on DVD actually. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe I'm making it up, but I do remember a DVD of this at one point. But yeah, this, if I were to buy, like out of this collection, if I were to rebuy a title, this would be very high in the list. Same with the Pink Panther. With this is the one with Steve Martin, which I'm planning on rewatching on Prime. Ooh, my camera is doing some weird stuff. Hold on. So yeah, I do want to rewatch this too, and I know that you can watch all of the old ones on Prime. So maybe one day I'll do like a little marathon. Maybe after Halloween, you know, you need to detox from all the horror movies. Maybe I can do that. Then we have Panic Room. I actually bought a DVD from Vinegar Syndrome, the store in Toronto. They had a really cool one used. So yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I just bought it, but I haven't really watched it. I'll probably do it in October, meaning now for Halloween. But yeah, my dad used to buy this one. He really liked it. He used to watch that one, I meant to say. But anyways, you know what I mean. And then we have Dodgeball, classic Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller comedy. I don't know if there is a release of this one anywhere. If there is, I'm probably gonna end up buying it. But yeah, those are the days of the golden comedies in my opinion. Like in the 90s and early 2000s, everything kind of went like downhill after that. But yeah, good one after overall. All right, here we have a cool release of Rollerball. I know, okay, it's a DG pack here. I know that a lot of people didn't like this movie. Personally, I didn't mind it, but I also haven't seen the original. I know this is a remake. I watched like the ending of the original. Yeah, one day I think it would be fun to compare the first, like this one to the original. But I don't know. I remember liking it for what it was back in the day. Who knows if my opinion still holds up. All right, and then I don't like where this is here right now. I'm just gonna put it here for now. Vin Diesel, A Man Apart. I never watched this movie. This is definitely my dad's pick. Yeah, looks like a classic Vin Diesel. Maybe in between the first Fast and Furious movies or right before Fast and Furious. Let's see, this is 2003. So before, like between the first and the third one. Yeah, I don't know, looks interesting, I don't know. Who knows when I'll have the time to watch this one. Raw Deal, I think this is what's his name, Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I've never watched this one. Can you watch this on, don't fall. Can you watch this one on Disney Plus? I doubt it. I have to look into this. Looks like a classic action movie. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Let's see. Ooh. Then we got Mr. Popper's Penguins. This is one of Jim Carrey's last comedies, I think, from the 2000s. After Yes Man and that kind of stuff. I think he went on a pause after this one, or shortly after. I've only watched this once or twice. I remember it being very fun. I don't even know if they still print this movie anywhere. Maybe like an old DVD or Blu-ray, but who knows. It's been a long time. But I remember buying this one. This is probably one of the first movies that I bought by myself. Then we got Poseidon. So my dad bought this one. I might have watched it with him once or twice. I do know that there is a Arrow release for this one now. Same thing with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I might buy it if it goes on sale, but we'll see. I don't know. There's some weird stuff happening here. Interesting. I don't know why this movie was hidden there. Yeah, same thing like with the other titles. I have it on Blu-ray. Never watched it fully start to end. Maybe I will one day. Oh, this is all flimsy here. Then there's Carlito's Way, which I actually bought the 4K of this one recently and I watched it. Not bad, not the best Al Pacino in my opinion, but not bad at all. Then we got Public Eye. This is with, what's his name? Public Eye with Joe Pesci. I think this is like a comedy of some sorts. I actually have this one on my Amazon cart just because I know that my dad had the VHS, but I never watched this movie myself. So I don't know what this movie is about, but I do know that I think one day I'll just watch it, just because my dad has watched it. Oh, The Principal. This is another Jim Belushi underrated movie. Yeah, he's definitely getting a video one of these days. I remember watching this tape a few weeks or months before leaving for Canada. This is a very fun movie, honestly. There's a very similar movie, what is it called? What is it? I'll have to look it up and I'll put it like a correction note. But there's a very similar movie series from the 90s that is similar to The Principal. Basically, this guy going to school and trying to fix it up. So I guess this is a ripoff of that movie, or maybe that movie is a ripoff of this one. All I know is that they made one movie for this, and they made like 3 or 4 movies for the other series. Yeah, anyways. And then there's this one, The Switch. I have no idea what The Switch is. Never seen it. Maybe like a rom-com of some sorts. And then we got a lot of other stuff. We have Starsky and Hutch, SWAT, which I have on Blu-ray, probably one of my favorite movies, action movies. We have Speed 1 and 2, Secret Window. We got the Scream series. I'm hoping for them to finish making more of these movies so that I can make a Blu-ray. So I can buy all of them on 4K. But for now, it is what it is. And then we have Sahara, which is, again, a panorama release. And then we have Tango and Cash, which is probably one of my favorite Sylvester Stallone movies. This is very hard to find these days on Blu-ray. Well, at least at a fair price. So maybe I'll bring this one over. We'll see. I'll have to see. But if I were to buy these movies again, this would be very high in the list. And then after that, we have this one, which is Rumble in the Bronx with Jackie Chan. This is also high up in the list if I were to buy it again. We have this one is a movie with The Rock, I believe. Yeah, I can't remember I think it's Runaway something. Can't remember. But yeah, this is one of the early The Rock movies. And then we have this Robert De Niro classic. Analyze This. Yeah, this is Analyze This. Pretty fun movie, to be honest. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I might watch it again. And I'm trying to rush through things. We still have a lot going on. So we have Zoan, XXX. I do have this on VHS in Canada. Probably going to upgrade one day. I think there's a third one. So if there is like a box set, definitely worth it. Then there is Volcano, also a really good one. Wrong Turn, Urban Legend, everything. There's something about Mary, Tropic Thunder. And then there is this one's. Can't remember. Oh, this is like Meet the Parents. Yeah, this is Meet the Parents. I do have this ones in DVD. I'm hoping to rewatch them soon, but who knows when that will happen. And then we have more comedies. Tower Heist, also like one of the movies that I bought myself, and You, I, and Dupree, also another movie that I just bought myself back then. Lots of comedies, as you can tell. I used to buy a lot of comedies. My dad used to buy a lot of thriller movies. Okay, let's go into the middle now. So we have Casper, Flubber, Ghostbusters, The Grinch, Jumanji, Mighty Joe Young on VHS clamshells. This one I am planning on getting the 4K when I can. This one I really hope they do make a 4K or a Blu-ray. I think this is stuck on DVD, but it's definitely like a great movie. Ghostbusters, I have the Blu-ray for it. I'm pretty happy with the Blu-ray. I don't think I'm gonna upgrade or anything like that. Then there's The Grinch. Also have the Blu-ray, and I also have the same VHS in Canada. And then there's Jumanji, which I watched recently. To be honest, I realized that I'm not a big Jumanji fan. So I watched it on streaming thinking I would buy the DVD one day or the Blu-ray or whatnot, but I don't think that will happen. And then there is Mighty Joe Young, which, oh, this is actually a little bit hard to grab. I think I watched it on Disney Plus. I don't know. It was fun, but I don't know if there's a need to buy this again or anything like that. I might upgrade The Grinch to 4K. I'm not very happy with the Blu-ray, to be honest. So if the 4K is better, I'll probably buy the 4K. Then we have the new Planet of the Apes with James Franco. This was actually a really good movie. So yeah, definitely like this one a lot. Then we have the Aliens 1, 2, and 4. Maybe I'll buy the 4Ks one day, but we'll see. And then there's AVP 1 and 2. First one is probably one of my favorite movies when it comes to the Alien series. Don't really care about the other ones. And then we have Alvin, Anaconda. We have, oh yeah, Asterix and Obelix, which is a very Italian-French movie. Yeah, I wish these ones actually came in a proper release. I would definitely buy those ones. Oh, and there's more tapes up there. There's Tremors and Teachers, which I don't know what it is, but for the sake of time, I'm not gonna take them out. And then Austin Powers, I'm definitely gonna have to get these ones on a proper Blu-ray release. They were on my Amazon package, so cart. So one day I'll pull the trigger. Babylon. Then we got Back to the Future. I have the 4K of this one now. Here's the Batman 1, 3, and 4. I also have all of them in 4K now. Then there's the Batman Begins and Dark Knight. I also have the 4K, so I don't have a need for that. Then there is the movie Beowulf or whatever with Angelina Jolie and that kind of stuff. The semi-animated one, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. It was a fun movie back in the day. I don't know how it holds up now, but definitely worth watching. And then there's Blob from the 80s. This one I am definitely gonna buy maybe in October or something like that. Just waiting for the price to be right. And then we have Deep Blue and Boogeyman 1 and 2. Deep Blue, I think you can buy them from Arrow. Not a big fan of that movie, so probably gonna skip it. But the Blob, I'm actually gonna take out real quick. This is a kick-ass cover heart. All right, let's go here. We got Captain America, we got Click. Oh, sorry. Those are all great movies. We have, oh yeah, those ones are good. Evil Dead Part 2 and Evil Dead Part 1. Really like the artwork for these movies. I think I think it's just really good artwork overall. Then we have here Chronicles of Riddick, Catwoman, Cloverfield. I'm just gonna go real quick through most of these ones. Donnie Darko. Oh, this is a good one. There we go. Garfield. Really fun with the orange box. You don't see that every day. Really enjoyed this movie. I don't know why a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was pretty solid. Fun family comedy. Then what we have here? Let me see. We have Willy Wonka, the one with Johnny Depp, Fantastic Four, and Silver Surfer. I really like these ones. I think I'm gonna buy them one day, but not right away. Ooh, and then there's a classic here. Hold on. Freddy versus Jason. I missed this one, actually. I think I'm gonna have to find a Blu-ray for this one or something like that, but one day. Then we got Final Destination 1 and 5, Frankenstein. A lot of these movies I think I bought again, so I think we're good. We got some Pirates of the Caribbeans there. Oh, there's a bootleg of Tuxedo with Jackie Chan. A really terrible bootleg. But this is actually one of my favorite Jackie Chan movies. Problem is, it's very expensive to buy the Blu-ray. I think the Blu-ray is like $3 in Canadian dollars. So it's pretty expensive. I'm waiting on it, but I think one day eventually I'll probably pull the trigger. Legends of the Extraordinary Man, King Kong. I did buy King Kong on 4K recently. Jason X. I have it on DVD. It's pretty terrible on DVD. I know that there is a 4K now. The 4K is probably a lot better. Then there is the Jurassic Park trilogy. I do have the Jurassic Park first one on Laserdisc, believe it or not, but eventually I'll buy the 4K for it. Then there is Jumper, which is, in my opinion, a very underrated movie. Whoops, sorry. Look at the lenticular cover. You know what? The camera settings are a little bit better. A little bit bad. Let me go change those. Yeah, all right. Here we have Jumper with a little bit of a lenticular cover. I'm seeing a lot of new releases coming back with these covers, which I think they're pretty great. You don't see them often, but I'm glad they're doing a sort of comeback. Then we have Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. I Am Legend, I, Robot. Oh, I have the DVD of this one. Really? Ooh, no, never mind. This looks like a bootleg. I forgot I had a bootleg of this one. Really did. Anyways, I have the first one and the second one on VHS. I would buy this one in a heartbeat if they made a proper release of this one. Then we have Inside Man, really great movie. I saw it recently on Paramount Plus. Definitely check it out. Independence Day, pretty classic. Hypercube, this is the Cube 2, I guess. I never watched these movies. I think maybe one day I'll watch them. It's one of those movies that I always have in my watch list, but then I kind of like forget about. But maybe not for long. Ooh, okay. So if you guys have been following this channel, I've definitely been talking about these movies. You know that I've been talking about these movies. This is, the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton and whatnot. Yeah, I haven't watched this movie in a long time, so I don't really remember much about it. But the one that I really like is this bad boy over here, which it has, I don't know if you can see it through the video, but it has this translucent cover art. And it's actually a special edition to disc. Let me see if I can open it. Yeah, there's artwork here and a bunch of other stuff. I only have one hand, so I can't really do much, but yeah, I do remember that taking the disc out for this, I don't know, I was a bitch as a kid. I probably have to figure it out now. Okay, then we got Herbie with Lindsay Lohan. That was a good one. Hellboy, Hunting, a bunch of Harry Potter ones. I'll be getting the 4Ks of Harry Potter this Christmas, because it's a Christmas tradition. Then we have Hancock, which I do have the Blu-ray of this one, I just haven't watched it yet. And we have a bunch of Halloween movies, which I should probably grab this too, or buy a 4K of this. This is H20, and this is number 6. Yeah, those are fun movies. I enjoy those ones. I have a bunch of them in Canada. I have the first one, the second one, and a bunch of other ones. But I am missing these 3 actually. I'm missing the third one, the 6th one, and H20. And there's also Resurrection. So I might buy them one day. And I really enjoyed the one with, the one from Rob Zombie. So that's one that I have to add this ones to my collection. I guess that's all I'm trying to get at. Then there is War of the Worlds, guys, with Tom Cruise. This one is a pretty cool 4K release. There's actually a channel that I follow. I think it's called Killer Alien or something like that. And he has a really cool box set or a cover art for it. Call it like you want. I'll be posting that video in the comments. Definitely go check it out. It's a really good box. If you guys are into that kind of stuff, box sets and that kind of stuff, you guys should go follow that guy. And then we have Godzilla. I am definitely grabbing a 4K of this movie. It's been a long time since I've watched this movie. A lot of people hate it, but I think it's gonna be one of those fun movies to watch. And then we have Ghost Son. I have no idea what this is. Lamberto Bava. So it's like an Italian movie of some sorts. Maybe like an Italian-American movie. Let's look at the back here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look this one up. I don't know what this one is. And then we have Ghost Rider with Nick Cage and Ghost. Might buy those ones eventually one day. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to watch this video again and make a list of the ones that I actually want to upgrade and why not. Then here we have Matrix, MIB. Oh, this is where the Man in Black DVD is. Yeah, I remember I used to have it. See, I wasn't crazy. Then there's Mimic, which is a great sci-fi horror movie. Minority Report, The Mist, Sleepy Hollow, which I also have in Canada. The Mummy, which I have on Blu-ray now, which I'm good. Oh, and then here's The Hills Have Eyes, unrated. I couldn't watch that movie as a kid. Maybe I can watch it now. And then we have this is a bootleg of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. I do have the Blu-rays with all of them. I know the 4Ks recently came out. I think they're actually coming out as I'm filming this video, but I won't be upgrading to the 4K. The Blu-ray is good enough for me. We have Pitch Black. Oh, and then there's this movie. I think this is a very underrated movie, L'ora Nera. I forget the title in English, but it's a pretty fun sci-fi movie, so I really recommend it. Pitch Black. This is Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg. We have Planet Terror, Predator 1 and 2. Real Steel, which definitely worth buying. Reign of Fire, I think that's what it is. That's a good one too. The Scorpion King, that's a good one too. Resident Evil, I like those ones. I like a lot of these ones actually. I would buy again most of this row. I know you can buy a box set for the Resident Evil ones, so I'll probably do that. Robin Hood, Men in Tights. I think there's a Blu-ray of that, so maybe I'll buy the Blu-ray. Prince of Persia, that was actually a good movie when it first came out. And then we have Santa Claus. I know this is original. I don't know if this is a... Oh yeah, this is also original. Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't know I had this one. Yeah, I would definitely buy the Santa Claus 1 to 3 again. And this is actually a movie that I was thinking about it the other day. Bloody Valentine, the sequel. No, not the sequel, sorry, the remake. I haven't seen this movie in a very long time. So I kind of want to rewatch this. Then there is Scary Movie. I meant to buy Scary Movie again for the longest time. Problem is, it's only on DVD, and I'm pretty sure the quality will be kind of crappy. So I'm waiting for them to do a Blu-ray. I know they're doing a 6 movie. They're doing part 6 next year. So my hope is that they do a re-release of these movies for that, and yeah, hopefully that's good. Then there's Scooby-Doo 1 and 2. Sorry, let me fix the camera here a little bit. I recently rebought this once on DVD. I didn't like the quality of it, but I bought the DVD because they also had the TV movies that came after that. But I wouldn't mind getting the first one and the second one on a Blu-ray on their own. Serenity, Sherlock Holmes, that's a good one. Oh, and then there's Shriek, which is another parody of Scream, very similar to Scary Movie. I don't know, a lot of people hate it. I don't mind it. I think it was pretty fun back in the day, and probably still fun today if you're into this kind of like dimensional movies. This one is hard to find, I believe, nowadays, both on Blu-ray. I think on DVD is out of print, and the Blu-ray, I don't even think they ever made a Blu-ray about that. Then there's Shrooms. I actually watched Shrooms not that long ago, and it was pretty terrible. I do like the hardcover. Sorry. The art cover is pretty good, but that's about it. The movie itself, not for me. Then there is Silent Hill. So let's see, let me fix this one. So this is a movie that actually my dad bought. I have never watched this movie on my own or at all, but I probably will because I know a lot of people talk very good about it. And yeah, I think it's just one of those movies that I'm just missing out on. So we'll see. One day I'll probably pop it in or something like that. I think there's also a sequel. I'm not too sure. I'm not big into the whole Silent Hill franchise. Then we got Sin City and Spawn and Space Jam and Speed Racer. All right. So Sin City 1 and 2 definitely need to upgrade. I am probably gonna buy the Arrow release of Spawn. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I am planning on doing its own video if I ever end up buying that DVD or Blu-ray, which I think I will. And then I have Space Jam and Looney Tunes Back in Action. Both of them are bootleg, but I think I'll buy, if there's a good sale on Black Friday, I'll buy them again, because those are some cool movies that I grew up as a kid. Then we have here the last row, guys. I'm getting tired, I'm not gonna lie, I am getting tired. And I am getting calls for lunch, which when your grandma in Italy calls you for lunch, you're in trouble. But I'm here finishing up this video for you guys. So we have Spider-Man, the original trilogy on DVD. The third one is pretty standard, just one disc. Ooh, there's more tapes on top here. There's Tremors 2 and The Fisher King. But yeah, those are cool releases for Spider-Man. I'm gonna try and get them anyways. Yeah, this is like a 2-disc version of Spider-Man 2. Pretty cool. But the best one is the first one, which unfortunately, oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Unfortunately, with one hand, I can't do much, take it out or anything like that, but this is a pretty cool release of the movie. All right, then we have Starship Troopers, which I was almost buying on DVD alongside the sequels, but then I stopped. I'm gonna have to think about it. Superman Returns, I don't know why Warner Brothers is kind of like hiding the movie and not showing it to anybody. Then we have Terminator 2 and 3. 3 is a bootleg, but don't sue me, I do have the Blu-ray now. Same thing for Terminator 2. I have most of them. I'm only missing like a few of them. I think I'm missing some of the newer ones in Blu-ray, but one day I'll finish it off. I'm just taking my time with it. Let's see, I do remember buying this one myself. Yeah, this is a cool one. And then there is this one. I don't know what the hell this is called in English. Let me see. Land of the Dead, I think it is. I don't know. This has actually been on my cart for a long time on Amazon. I just haven't bought it yet, but I am planning on. Time Machine, Tomb Raider, 300, 30 Days of Dark, Transformers, Twilight, Van Helsing, I have on 4K. I am planning on buying Friday the 13th, the Killer Cut one day. Just haven't got around it. Underworld I did buy on Blu-ray, just haven't watched it yet. Oh, and then we talked about this movie in one of my previous videos. Una settimana da Dio, Bruce Almighty. So, see guys, I'm not lying to you guys, I actually have it and own it. Go watch that video, I'll link it up here. And then we just have a bunch of X-Men movies, which are, they're pretty fun. I definitely need to upgrade those movies to Blu-ray one day, but not my priority. Okay, so let me get back up. Oh. Oh, we have even this one, Dead or Alive. This is a fun one to watch, in my opinion. Just a fun action movie. It's got the girl from Too Fast and Too Furious, and I think one of these two girls, maybe this one, was in that TV show. What is it called? My Name is Earl. So I don't know. I always like that for some reason. Donnie Darko. One of my favorite movies, actually. I watched this one at the review in 35mm.
maybe last year. So that was a fun experience. Highly recommend watching this movie. There's two cuts. I think this is the theatrical cut, and that's also the one that I obviously saw the movies. But people have been telling me that the extended director cut is even better. So definitely check that one out. The Descent, pretty cool horror movie. I actually have the sequel on DVD in Canada, but I don't have the first one. Maybe one day I'll bring it over. Dead End, I think that's just a B movie, like a horror movie. Don't remember much about Dead End. Day After Tomorrow, I have that one on Blu-ray. Cursed, that was a fun little movie to watch as a kid. You know, one of the first movies that you watch, like horror movies as a kid. Then there's The Core, which I'll definitely be upgrading one day. I've actually had this title in my hands so many times. I just never pulled the trigger. And finally, there is Constantine. I know there's a 4K of it. I was at Walmart, I almost bought it, but then the only copy that they had, somebody stole the DVD, the disc I mean, so no luck for me there. And I think that's it, guys. I mean, there's so much. I know I skipped a lot of titles, but we could be here for hours talking about this collection.
Okay guys, welcome back. This took a while, but I'm glad that I finally, after 1 year, I got it done. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video as much as I did. It was truly nostalgic going through my old collection and see where everything started. I haven't seen that collection in ages. So yeah, and it's truly like crazy to see like some of the titles that I grew up watching, and some of the titles that I want to rewatch, some of the titles that I ended up buying again because I love them so much, and some of the titles that I still love, but they're missing in my new collection here in Canada. So I think in the future, maybe I won't obviously rebuild all of that collection again, but I'll try to, fill in the gaps as much as possible. Because those titles are truly titles that I feel like rewatching again and again. Not so much with the titles that come out in theaters these days. Like I'm sure there's some movies that have recently coming out that I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see myself watching this movie again and again. But I think for the most part, the movies that I can see myself watching again are the ones that I used to own in Italy. And I also think that if you're building a movie collection like me, rewatchability is a truly it's a big important factor to have, because as you can tell, space, I always say it is a rare commodity. So I want to fill the space that I have with movies that I truly enjoy watching and consuming. That's just me. Others are different, but that's at least my philosophy. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching the video. I missed you so much, and hopefully there are not gonna be any more huge gaps like this one between this video and my other videos. Thank you again for your support. You can always like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I truly appreciate your friendship. I've made some really good friends during the last year that I've been doing this. And yeah, I hope that this continues to grow, and I hope that I can share my interest in movies with all of you guys. And see you next time. Bye bye.